thank you. House prices fell for the third month in a row and at their fastest rate for 12 years. That's according to the UK's biggest mortgage lender. Halifax has said the annual fall of 2.6% equates to around £7,500 being wiped off the average UK house price, marking the biggest drop in prices since 2011. So, what does this mean? And are we expecting a further drop? Let's speak to mortgage broker Sally Mitchell from The Mortgage Mum. This could be terrible news for people who've recently got a mortgage and are worried about negative equity, but it could be very good news for people who've been saving up and want to buy a place. How do you read this?
Yes, it really depends what sort of, where you are sitting at the table. Certainly, we've seen an upswing in first-time buyers for the first time in ages because they are fully taking advantage of, some people would call it an adjustment, a recalibration of the market, which was probably a little overdue following the massive spike in house prices that we saw, with the Help to Buy scheme and the other sort of schemes that came in a couple of years ago. So for them, it's good news. And those numbers are up, certainly. It's a 10-year high of first-time buyers entering the market at 53%, which is great news. For the people who are looking to move, until you actually physically sell your property or buy another, you're not going to see this translate to your situation. But of course, what is inevitable and what we can't get away from is the fact that mortgage rates, if you are needing a mortgage, have increased significantly, and that will definitely have a break on demand and a downward pressure on the house prices. So I think we are going to see a continuation of a squeeze and a reduction.
Okay, but I've heard some crazy figures being quoted. I don't know whether you have, but 35% somewhere that the property market could go down. Is that real? Where's that coming from?
Well, thing is, if you throw a stick at the moment on your search engine, then you will find all sorts of figures about what could happen and a potential crash. I've read between 10 and 35%. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we will continue to see a squeeze. We're not out of the woods yet. There's 1.5 million people waiting to come off their current fixed mortgage. And so we haven't even seen the repercussion of the price increases, the rate increases really come through yet. But no, I really don't think it's going to be a crash at that level.
Well, we've got you on record now, and we'll be playing that back, and it's quite reassuring. Yes. But, is it a different picture in different parts of the country?
Yes, it is. So the Southeast is continuing to be targeted or hit, especially flats over houses. And in fact, it goes flats, terraces, then semi-detached, then detached, with detached having the least effect on their prices. The West Midlands is still quite a good hotspot, Humberside and Northern Ireland. But the rest of the country, yes, they are all suffering and seeing a downturn in their house prices.
Okay, very, very good talking to you. Thank you very much. The mortgage broker Sally Mitchell there from Mortgage Mum. The message